that I'm going to feel in this one and only life is regret. And I don't want regret anymore. I got a lot of regret in the past. It's so painful because if you have regret, knowing that you don't do your best at the time because you're so scared because something is stopping you, after all this time, it's yourself that's stopping you. I don't want regret anymore. I learned my lesson and I wanted to know that I tried, that at the end of the day, if something doesn't work out, I wanted to know and I wanted to comfort myself that you can't be hard on yourself because you tried your best. That's the most important part. You tried your best and you have this courage and bravery that 75% of people doesn't have. You have that. It's a lot. This episode for tonight is going to be non-scripted and just came from my thoughts in my head, and I love to share that with y'all so that I think because some of y'all, even if you all are new viewers or you already subscribed to my channel, I think you're going to relate on this or perhaps a little bit like correlated onto it. So I think, yeah, I strongly believe that that thought that life is fleeting and our life here is short actually came to me, like really came to me, like it really affected me, and I the came to the crisis, existential crisis that okay, our time here is limited, life is fleeting, what can I do about it? And it really affected me to the point that I feel panic about it. I feel existential dread, existential crisis, and I feel that when I started working. I think it's 1 year ago when I started working. The the mental the mental fatigue that I feel the mental fatigue that I feel every time, especially that I overwork, is making me feel existential dread. Like, is it really is it really the thing that I'm passionate about? I started asking myself that because I work as a barista 1 year ago, and for the reason that I feel like it's really not for me. The work environment that there is, the fast paced environment that there is, the hectic schedule, the non-stop overtime, working overtime, even though they have this big salary that they can offer you. It really it really affects me mentally. Like, I remember traveling or commuting to go home, and I was like asking myself, do this thing really fulfills me? Like, do am I really passionate about this, or why am I really doing this thing? So I started questioning that that kind of things to myself, and I was like, no, I needed to like leave this work immediately as much as possible because, as I said in the title, life is fleeting, life is short. Why waste your time doing the things that you don't want? Why waste your time doing the things that kills you? And it is just for me. At least for me, this is my perspective on that thing and that circumstances because I am fully aware also that there are people who grind, who work nonstop just to feed their families, or such as we have different goals and settings and circumstances. I know that. I'm fully aware of that. But at least for me, it is kind of example that I wanted to give you all so that I can fully explain the benefits of knowing and really how it affects me that time is fleeting. So yeah, that's it. Time is fleeting. So it really gives me courage to leave places, leave people, leave circumstances or things, whatever that you're doing. It makes you leave that, whatever, whenever it became not worth it anymore. Know that the thought, the phrase that time is fleeting, that life is short is, are actually always been used, especially in the internet, surfacing the internet. But I strongly believe also that not every people are actually affected by it, by the thought of it. Like they're not actually acting on it, not cherishing people around them, not cherishing or finding what they are passionate about or what they are fulfilled about. And it makes them waste their time on the things, on people, on circumstances, whatever they're doing, and they can stop it. Because it's just like reality doesn't hit them yet. The thought that life is fleeting doesn't hit them yet. And I know knowing that time is fleeting have also its negative impact on a person, but it also has a lot of impact to a person positively, just like I'm sharing with you all. And also, knowing that time is fleeting gives me a lot of courage and bravery to change and also to go after what I really wanted. Like, for example, this YouTube journey that I am doing and pursuing. As much as I could, I wanted to be consistent here to share my thought processes, my perspective, and my soul here. And I realized that this is what I wanted to do. And it doesn't matter if it's gonna be hard. I know it's gonna be hard because it's not easy actually on pursuing this. But I just believe that this is something that we're doing, we're wasting of time. You know, we waste a lot of time on the things that we're passionate or fulfilled about. This is really fulfilling to me. The process, the the learn, the process, the learning, what to improve, what to change, what to not do, the process of editing. Even though I suck on editing and I don't have this much skills that needed on editing videos, and yeah, but if you really think about it, if you really reflect on it, time is fleeting. It really benefits you in a way that you can't be hard on yourself if you suck on something. You can be hard on your, you can't be hard on yourself if you make mistake. Because at the end of the day, you're just human. You are meant to make mistake. And when we are making mistake, we are actually learning something new, learning wisdom. And I feel like, at least for me, I don't know if some of you all are relating on this. I wish you all are. But every time that I force myself to do something that, like, I needed to be disciplined in this kind of thing, and I didn't know, I'm unconscious that I'm I'm falling into burnout. It's just in before the process of falling out into burnout, I was always reminded by myself that life is not serious. Don't take life too seriously because life is fleeting. Life is too short to be hard on yourself. Life is too short to not rest, to not be kind, more compassionate about yourself, to be more considerate with yourself. It's really a paradox. It goes both ways to not being hard on yourself and actually being kind and more considerate with yourself. Because time is fleeting. Don't take life too seriously. I think I got a lot of thoughts about this, but I forgot to like really write it on journal. But I got a lot of thoughts about this, about the phrase of life is fleeting. But the most important wisdom or thought that really affected me or gained in the process, knowing that time is fleeting, is if you know that time is fleeting, if you know that your time is limited here, you are bound to take so much risk as much as possible because you know that your time here is limited, that you might be dead tomorrow and you're going to regret that you don't confess, you don't go after your dreams, you don't go after your goal, you don't say this to a specific person and such as knowing that time is limited, knowing that we are mortals. It makes us risk do something. It makes us courageous. It makes us a fuel or motivational phrase to come to something or chase something that we know is possible even though it's hard. So life is fleeting, live your life, and whatever that you are pursuing this year, whatever that you are planning this year, I know that we can persevere, we can do it, and whatever that you are doing, also remember that last year you got a lot of work done, you got a lot of goals done, you got a lot of plans that you make it. That after all this time, you just forget. We are forgetting to look back last year that all of the plans, all of the goals that we wanted to make last year, we actually made it. It's done. You know, some of them are done, some of them we do exceptionally, some of them we do greatly. And it's so important to look back, to always look back, to not just set goal, to s- to not just set to not just having this never-ending process of setting goal. It's important to look back. It's important to celebrate who you are last year, in the last year, last year. Because after all this time, babe, you are forgetting to look back. You are forgetting to celebrate your small or big accomplishments. Actually, I should take my advice again. Well, I'm just happy to say all of this in the languages that I know because I strongly believe that there is someone that really need this. Well, I need this also, but whoever is watching this, I know you got a dream inside of you and it's waiting for you. It's waiting for you to act. It's waiting for you to hear it. It's waiting for you to believe in it, to believe in your potential. I know that. I've been through I've been through that. It takes courage. It takes remembering that time is fleeting for you to act on it, to hear it, to believe that you can do whatever you wanted to do, whatever endeavor is that. It doesn't matter if you are living on a for a toxic job environment. It doesn't matter if you're applying to a new job that you think is much fulfilling to you. It doesn't matter if it's about a new relationship and you've been hurt before. It doesn't matter if it's just saying things to your mom, to your dad, to whoever. It all risk. It all risk. It is worth it because, as I said, time is fleeting. Your time is running. Don't waste your time. Don't waste days wishing that I could have done that. I could have said that. I could have chased that. I could have lived that. And someday you're going to be, if you're lucky, you're going to be 80 years old. And yes, we say you live a long life, but are you really fulfilled with your life? No, that's the question. Are you fulfilled with your life right now? Whatever you're doing, are you fulfilled? Whatever you're doing, are you excited to get up in the morning to have your coffee and go to work or go to whatever passion that you're passionate about or whatever things or project that you're fulfilled about? Or maybe it's a person. You need to ask yourself, are you fulfilled? On just by thinking about it, that you're going to do that. Are you fulfilled? Because if you're not, then you're wasting your time. Time is precious. Every seconds, minutes, hours, days is precious. And I know it's not enough to just say that here on the internet, whoever is watching this or listening to this, it's not enough to say that. You needed to really experience that. You really needed to be affected by it to like really make sense of you to you that life is fleeting, life is short, you can die anytime. And there's so much pain in knowing that you have a lot of regret in this one and only life. And I don't want regret anymore. I wanted to know that even though that I know what I am doing is hard, it doesn't matter if it's confessing to the person that you like, talking to the person that you like, or doing what you are passionate about, even though you try so many times, but it feels like, it seems like it doesn't work out. It doesn't matter to me because the most painful thing that I'm going to feel in this one and only life is regret. And I don't want regret anymore. I got a lot of regret in the past. It's so painful because if you have regret, knowing that you don't do your best at the time because you're so scared because something is stopping you, after all this time, it's yourself that's stopping you. You need to reflect on that, or else you're going to live your life full of regrets, full of fears, full of bitterness and jealousy to people that actually living their lives despite of consequences or fears or whatever that they feel, that they're still living their life. I don't want regret anymore. I learned my lesson, and I wanted to know that I tried, that at the end of the day, if something doesn't work out, I wanted to know and I wanted to comfort myself that you can't be hard on yourself because you tried your best. That's the most important part. You tried your best and you have this courage and bravery that 75% of people doesn't have. You have that. It's a lot. It's a big deal, you know? Not that at the end of the day, if something doesn't work out, I was like, oh, I don't do my best. It's my fault. I didn't even try. I wanted to know that I tried my best rather than saying I didn't even try because I was scared of something and I didn't know what. But after all this time, you are yourself. You are the one who stopped yourself. It's you versus you. Oh, actually, I realized something th- this time. I realized that my podcast is more spontaneous when I don't have any script. Maybe I'm going to do that in the next podcast. So yeah, I love this podcast. It just came out of my unconscious, became conscious, and yeah. Thank you